Isn't the old saying better late than never? I guess that's how I'm operating today. Seems as though anything, anytime I do anything, I do it the hardest way possible. Strange. Anyhow, we're here. All together. We have this 1960 Denver roll of Lincoln cents here. I'm going to have to step out of the way here, out of my own way, real quickly to get a bag soon because I forgot to bring my bag to the table. But here we are. Who's kidding you? Oh yeah. Coin Dragon got himself a nice little pull out of the rolls that we've been messing with. Awesome stuff. All right. I was joking. I got a bag right here. Let me count my pieces because I haven't counted them yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So I have all 50. Yay! Alright, let me get them all thrown in the bag here. No super surprises, no specials this particular time around. That we're doing a 1960 Denver roll. Original bank wrap roll from Louisville, Kentucky. The Fed Reserve branch from St. Louis. And here we go. Open it all up. Get the other end of it here. Alright. There's that. Roll it over the top. And there's our coins. Presumably 1 through 50. And well, let's get started. Are you ready to rumble? Here's coin number 1. I'm going to do for Mr. Dowdle. Mr. Dowdle is the first in this roll. See, I made my camera better and I can't see anything else other than, now that might be my light. I gotta be able to see the numbers on the flips, or the whole thing just kind of doesn't work for me. That's wild. Alright folks, I need to change my settings just a little bit on this camera. I am so tired of this camera. I'm so done with it. So I can't see anything here. There we go. I know you can't see the coins at all now, but at least we can read the numbers and names. Okay, number 1 for Mr. Dowdle. Where's my, oh, here it is. My little ramp that I use. Okay, this one's going to be a little marked up because it is on the end. And we to focus badly. Okay. What do we have here? Yeah, it looks like we have a 1960D large date cent. I'm not seeing anything else of importance on this one, other than the fact that we have a slightly toned roll-end coin. Flip it over, and the other side's nice and bright as they should be. No hub doubling on the reverse that I can see. And this one goes in the history books as being a normal coin. Get these flipped around this way. Works better that way for me. Alright, coin number 1, in and out. Coin number 2, oh wait a minute, Mr. Dowdle needs his name on there so I know who to give the coin to. There we go, coin number 2. Coin number 2 will go to Levels of Madness. Levels, coin number 2 is for you. And this is what we have. Let's see. And nothing of any particular interest so far. Well, let's flip it over, take a look at the reverse. Nothing there. Bummer. First 2 coins in the row show us nothing. How about coin number 3? Coin number 3 will go to Steve Elliott. Okay, Mr. Elliott, you need to change my luck here. What do we have? Not an RPM. Doesn't appear to be a double die either. Flip it over and take a look at the other side. Nothing on this side. I hope we don't end up with a dud roll. That'd be horrible. For a 1960D to come out a dud roll, that'd be almost unusual in itself. Chuck Patillo gets coin number 4. I'm sitting here just itching to find something good in this roll. Itching, itching, itching. Nothing there. Let me move you guys over so I can actually see what's going on here. I'm still working on my volume issue. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do the wrapper this time. I did forget. I am so sorry. There we go. I'll be giving the wrapper away this time. Get it mixed in there real good. I need the good vibes, I tell you that for sure. Huge glare on what? Coin Dragon? Oh, you mean on the, yeah, on the flip inserts. I just now saw that, sorry. Joe McBride. Next coin in the roll to Joe McBride. Oh my gosh. Nothing on that side. And nothing on that side either. Okay, we're only 5 coins in, Chuck. Don't get all discouraged yet. Only 5 coins in. It's coin number 6. Coin number 6 will... coin number 6, I drew the wrapper. So the wrapper will go to Joe McBride. Wasn't Joe McBride's the one who asked about the wrapper. Well, there you go. I decided to start calling him Joe M instead of J McBride. It's easier to write. All right, Joe M goes inside the wrapper for you. And the next coin will be for Benjamin Marlar. Benjamin Marlar. Oh, let me put this back on live chat. There we go. J-Mac. I need you to come up with my names for me. All right, Mr. Marlar, what do we have for you? Oh, damn it, Dragon. I'm just a coin hunter. I'm not a mint. I can't make these things anything other than what they are. And this one, too, was normal. This one, too, was normal. Benjamin Marlar, it's coin number 6. Coin number 7 will go to You need penny tubes, Coin Dragon? Mr. Fletcher. Okay, Mr. Vines. Understood. I will take a look at my email. See what I can find in there from you. The square ones. Okay. Need square tubes. Deanne. Deanne comes up next. And okay, so once again we have a normal coin. Nothing here. Okay. I have choices to make here. We can keep going through the roll we've already got. Or I can stop, back up, and pick a different roll. Let's see what you guys think I should do. We've received absolutely nothing in 8 coins so far. Down to the 8 coin picked. I can either continue to open the roll we've got there, or I can swap over to a tubed roll I have sitting right here that's never been searched. So neither of the rolls have ever been searched, but we have choices. We can either go with this one or we can go with what we've already got. So you guys let me know what you think I should do. I'll take a full vote here. Okay, so Joe McBride wants to stop and go on to the tube. Hello, Kelly. We need to talk sometime. What does anybody else want to do? I've got presumably 42 coins left in a roll right here that I found absolutely nothing in the first 8. Or I've got a 50 coin roll here that I can go through. Earl Stormer, how you doing? Nobody's voting. Somebody tell me what to do. All I've got is Joe McBride saying stop. He wants me to go into the tube instead. Chris Vine says whatever I think. Chris Lee says go with the tube. He wants a pull for the tube too, huh? Jeff Dunn, go to the tube. Hurlstormer, no dog in the fight. Adam Chambers says go to the tube. Kelly Michaud says tube. Penny Parent says tube. Yeah, okay. So here we go. I am going to set these aside, and we will go through the tube instead. And what I will do, I need to count the coins. Let's see. Let me look at these real quick and make sure that they're of quality. Okay, they appear to be of decent quality. I need to count the coins and make sure that we've got the quantity stated. I don't do that with bank wrapped rolls, well, because there's not really a point. I can't open them and close them again. So there's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There are 50 coins in the roll. So for the first 8 coins, we're going to go back through the same people we've already been through. And I'll just stick this coin in the flip with the other. So coin number 1 went to Mr. Dowdle. And let's see what this coin 1 has. That's better. Okay, we have an RPM. First coin in the roll. I like this better. I don't know which one this... I think this is 18. Somebody check the markers for 18 and see if there's these die scratches on 18. I'm pretty sure this is 18. So, Mr. Dowdle will get number 18, I do believe, as the first coin in the roll. And I'm just pairing it up in there with the other coin that I had already pulled because I don't want to take it back out of there. So there's 2 coins in your flip. And Mr. Dowdle has believed to be RPM number 18. All right, next coin goes to, this is better. This is more fun. Next coin goes to Levels of Madness. Let's see if there's anything on this one. And we do have an RPM. Which one is this? Wait a minute. I'm not 100% sure this is an RPM. Looks like that might have been Reflections, and I was just getting a little overexcited there. Yeah, it appears as though I was just overreacting to a reflection. Yeah, I don't see anything either. Sorry. I thought I did there for a sec. Okay. So there's nothing on the obverse on this coin. Let's take a look at the reverse real quick. Got a little spot there. So, all right. So far we have 2 normal coins for Levels of Madness. Just the way it happened to work out. Coin number 3 is Steve Elliott. Oops, got that on the wrong side. Let's see what we got on the obverse side of this one. Let's see. This is an RPM. That little thing sticking up out of the top of the mint mark. That's definitely an RPM. Kelly, yes, I did. I'm going to have to reply to you. We're going to have to work on something for you, because I don't like where we've gone so far with regard to being able to ship to Canada. Definitely a North RPM. So we're going to take this as a North Point RPM, and just in case, I'm going to read up on a marker or 2 so that we can use those to be sure, oh, what we got is what we got. If I can find a marker. This one's kind of spotty. Hard to tell if these are die scratches or scratches on the coin. Not finding much I can use on this one. We'll just go by the fact that there's a point there. It's not 21, but I can't remember what die number that is. That is a listed die number, though. And that's for Steve Elliott. And we'll set this one in a special pile off to the side over here. I'm having trouble with 2 coins in one holder. There we go. Much better. Alright, we'll set this off to the side for Steve Elliott, and we will move on. Oh, coin number 4 was for Mr. Patillo. I'll take a look at this coin, number 4 for Mr. Patillo. This is another RPM 18. Another RPM 18, presumably so it's 18. But you can see the secondary mint mark on the inside of the primary mint mark. And you turn it around this way and you see all these die scratches. That tells me it's going to be the same RPM as the first one we found in the roll. And Mr. Patillo will get this one. Alright, coin number 5 was for, I keep reaching into the bag thinking I'm going to pull another name, and I don't need to yet. Joe McBride. What does Joe McBride have here? I'm going to go with normal coin. The RPM anyway. No RPM. That is, appears to be eject doubling. And on the reverse we have nothing at all. Nothing at all. Oh yeah, that's right. RPM 18 has a nice gouge on God. I remember that now. Alright. Give me a sec, I'll get one of those out and I'll take a look at it real quick. See if we've got RPM 18 on that. Let's see, is this... Yep, that's the RPM. Okay, so it's not that. Wait a minute, let me get focused on this. Quit fighting my microscope and actually just work with it. Hang out. Turn this around and look at it at a slightly different angle. Okay, this is not 18. And it's going to be one of the high numbers then. It's definitely an RPM. No question about that. And it's got these. So the one with the little horn could be number 34. If you give me a specific marker on that, we'll take a look. Let me keep moving along. We got number 6 for Benjamin Marler. Coin number 6 is Benjamin Marler. What do we have? Oh, that's interesting. We have a little south hook right there. A little east hook RPM, and that's got a line running through the center of the RPM. So definitely an RPM going on here. And it looks like we've got split serifs on the upper and lower, so we have 1, 2, 3 mint marks. This is a D over D over D, tilted and east. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like that. This is yet another different repunchment mark in this roll. See, I like it when rolls come out like this. I don't like the rolls that don't have anything in them. What's the point in looking through rolls that have nothing in them? Should go with my gut from now on. My gut was to get rid of that other roll. Mr. Fletcher. What does Mr. Fletcher get? Of course, this roll appears to be stacked because it's got like an RPM every coin. Guarantee you it's not. This is definitely not stacked. It is, however, I got it out of a box of coins that's been that way for decades. When this roll was packed into this tube, there wasn't hardly anyone who cared about repunch mint marks. Why is the L in Liberty on the rim? Well, let me flip it over and take a look. On this one, it's actually not. It's separated from the rim. It's just a later dice date coin, which is why we have this muckety-muck fluffy stuff on the outside of the L. That's die flow. And the reason it's tilted up like it is just because that's the dish. The nature of the design on the die itself. It's just the way it was done. Way. Okay, so Mr. Fletcher gets a nothing coin. It's okay for that to happen once in a while, right? Don't have to have a repunchment mark with every coin. Although it is very nice. It is very nice when we get them every coin. Deanne comes up next. Deanne. Let's see what Deanne ends up with. Not seeing, let me turn my light up a little bit and see a little bit better. Not seeing anything here. Nope. I'll take a real quick peek at this with my loupe. I may be seeing something interesting. Have to become a numismatist today. Okay, normal coin. Alright. I thought just maybe I was looking at RPM number 4. But no, that didn't happen. What? Why? We have nothing on this side. No, I was looking to the west. I was actually thinking I was seeing those little lines coming off the west side of the D. But they're not there. That's just flow lines and reflection. Alright, so Deanne ends up with 2 normal coins for spot number 8. And the next one we are going to draw. Spot number 9 will be for Benjamin Marlar. Spot number 9 goes to Benjamin Marlar. Benjamin, this coin's for you. And so far I see nothing here. Let's see. What's that under my L? It's flow lines. It's late die state flow lines. That's what was under my L. And we have a normal coin on the obverse. Let's take a look at the reverse and see what we see there. It's soft. Not soft like moisturizing cream, but soft like overcooked oatmeal. Unfortunately. Okay, so we have a normal coin there. 0961 upside down. I'll tell you what, Lincoln since 1961 is the only year in the history of United States coinage that has ever or likely will ever have a date that you can read both ways. Upside down, right side up, they read exactly the same. Cent Hoarder, next coin in the row. This coin's for you. This is another one of them. It's not 18, it's a different one. Man. It's in the upper numbers. I mean, way upper numbers, like the 170s or 180s, something like that. It may not be on the website yet. That's another problem with being way backed up on getting dies into the website. I'm having to go back through folders of images and look at folders of images to remember what different dies look like so I don't repeat myself in listing them. Hello, Steve. Okay, so we have nothing there. Sorry, Mr. Sally. And coin number 11. Coin number 11 will go to Midnight Silver Run. I was able to watch part of your video, Midnight, and then I got busy with something. I had to shut it down. Here's another one. Yet another one. Wait a minute. We had one of those, and I accidentally tossed it to the side. There it is. Okay, I don't want to do that again. All right. So there's another one. Strangest thing I've ever found in a roll that was supposed to be a penny but wasn't. 1995. During the autumn of 1995, I went into my bank, which was First Midwest Bank of Midwest City, Oklahoma. And I don't know if they're still open or not, but I went in there. Ooh, nice die gouge. Huge die gouge right there. That's something else, boys and girls. Big old die gouge. That could be my camera. The yellower color. And I bought my regular score of about 20 rolls of pennies. Back then they didn't put them in boxes for us. They just rubber banded 10 rolls together. So you usually take like 20. There's Midnight Silver Run again. And I ended up getting those rolls home. Ooh, there's that nice third RPM that came out of the roll. One with the line running right through the middle of the RPM. And then we've got the little foot down here on the eastern side. And I opened a roll, and the newest coin in the roll was 1964. The rest of it was mostly wheat pennies. There might have been an Indian head penny or two in that roll. But as time progressed and I started going through these rolls, all of them were that way. I was like, wow, this is really cool. Well, about halfway through one roll, I got a coin out that was a little bit smaller than a penny, but not by much. And I started reading it, and it was something coal mine, West Virginia. And I'm like, whoa, cool. This is a coal script token. I got a coal script token and a roll of pennies. That was really cool. So I keep going, and I found an 1863 Army-Navy, one of the Civil War tokens. That was kind of an awesome find, too. But both of those were in the same... They were in the same batch of rolls. What die markers were you checking for, Penny Parent? You want to be in control so much. Well, here, you drive. I'll just sit here and watch. How's that sound? I can watch you. Ooh, this one's got, it's like toning around the edges. It's bright red in the center, and it's kind of coming down to a reddish orange around the edges on both sides. It's a nice coin. Nice coin levels. Was this an RPM? I can't remember at this point. I've been talking too much to remember anything. No RPM. Okay. So I move on to the next one. Yeah, I don't think this is a dumped collection. I still think this is an original roll. Next one goes to Taco John. Or it could be a dumped collection of a solid roll. See, here's another one. Another one of those. You can see the line running through the middle of the mint mark. Just like that right there. Were you looking for markers on this one, Penny Parent? There's a big old curved die scratch coming up out of the chin. Huge die scratch coming down from the S. Something tells me you should check number 34 first. Of course, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall to see if it sticks. Oh, that. It could be, but I'm actually thinking someone's just took Grandma's old jar of pennies and rolled them up and took them to the bank. I don't really think it was a collection per se. I think it was just somebody's hoard. We have seen, I'm almost sure that we've seen this die before. I just don't remember which one it is. This one's got a little East hook. Let's zoom in on this one real quick. We got time. Always good time. For you, nothing but time. There you go. And I'm going to run this down just a little bit to get that in focus. There we go. 171? I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be. Now you can see that line on the inside of the mint mark, and you can also see the little hook at the bottom pretty well. Blasphemer. Coin Dragon hasn't studied the 1960s. Penny Parent's gonna whip you into shape. Taco John gets himself a nice coin. That's coin number 14 in the roll. I'll set it off to the side on the pile of nice lower hook RPMs right there. And I'll move on to the next one in the roll. Cent Hoarder. What does Cent Hoarder get? Let's see. Kind of upside down to the rest of the world, and we're not quite in focus. It sounds like my day. And let's see. I am seeing nothing, Dr. Jones. I see nothing, Dr. Jones. You say don't touch anything. I don't touch anything. Yeah, they get better. They get better. Dana. There's another one of them. Right there. Let's see if we got that curved die scratch. Ooh, we don't. Could this be a different die? It could indeed be a different die. I'll have to look at them carefully. I was thinking this and its little compadre were from the same die, but it appears not. A different set of markers. Haha. Okay. So we have a lower east hook. We could have two different ones. Trying to attribute 5 1960D RPMs. We're actually working on the possibility of being able to put Penny Parent in the position of being able to attribute dies. So once that happens, she likes doing 1960. She likes the 1960Ds. Just send them to her, you know? Not right now, though. Adam C. Adam Chambers. Let's see what Adam Chambers gets. Here's another one. Now, this is a different die. There are two different dies. That one's got a big die scratch right in front of the lip. It's got a big die scratch right in front of the lip on one of them. And then the other one has a big long curved die scratch coming out of the chin. Is that how you spell chutzpah? No, I'm not Jewish. Although I worked for them. I'm not one. All right, we'll stick that one on the pile with the other 3 that I've got so far. 1920s what? Todd C. Can you get some 1920s uncirculated rolls? What do we have for Todd? Nothing at all. You probably heard that. That was my jaw popping. Sometimes my jaw pops. Makes a loud noise. Then it burns like fire inside my head. Hello, Blues Coins. Nothing at all. Coin number 19. Coin number 19 will belong to Jeremy Johnson. Jeremy, coin number 19 right here for you. Let's see. What do I have? Well, it is a split lower serif RPM. That is a split serif RPM. It's not huge, something big to write home about, but it is an RPM, so we're going to hold it off to the side, and I'm going to try to attribute it for you. So there we go, Mr. Jeremy. That's the 4th different repunch mint mark in this roll. Gosh, wouldn't it be nice if we were finding like DDO1 and RPM1, RPM4, all those mixed together in a roll, and like 50 out of the 50 coins were die varieties, and everybody got a die variety. And you get an RPM, and you get an RPM, and you get an RPM. I said Blues Coins, I did. On a live stream. And if you bought into this, I'd be calling you Mr. Bartholomew. Got nothing on that one. Sorry, Adam. Copra, that's me. Just giving away wealth to the world. 1 penny at a time. This looks like another one of those, the same die that I pulled a couple of coins ago here for Jeremy. And this one's Steve Elliott. So let me pull it off to the side, and I'll keep it off to the side, find out what it is, and figure out what it is, and see if I can throw it into a good light. No hub doubling on the reverse. So we will have Mr. Elliott with the second coin from this die. Next will be Taco John. Taco John gets the next coin. Big double die, big double die. No, but it is a big RPM. Too bad this sucker's got a hit on the bottom of it, but this is RPM number 15. Yep, this is a sweet, sweet RPM. Just too bad it's got a hit on the bottom of it. This is a nice one. One of the better RPMs in the series. I like RPM 15 a lot. And get it lit here just a little differently so it's easier to see. There you go. You actually have basically a full mint mark toward the northeast. Like it, like it, like it. This is RPM number 15. So that's our 5th different repunch mint mark out of this roll. 5th different one, possibly 6th different one, because I may be calling 2 of them the same thing. Let's see what else we got here. Joe McBride. Joe McBride gets the next coin in the roll. What does Joe McBride get? Oh, nothing at all. Oh, wait. Something gonna save us over here? What is that? Let's make it bigger so that we can tell what it is. Looks like it's all just fuzzy crud. It is. It's just fuzzy crud. Let me get the fuzzy crud off of there and see if we still have a letter. Where is it? Ah, magic, it's all gone. That was just fuzzy crud sitting on the bottom of the letter. It looked like it might be something. But as it turns out, I was just blind. No need to get alarmed. I bet if you find a double die reverse on a 68D, that would be fantastic. I've only found one of those, and I still remember to this very day the antique shop I bought the roll in. That was awesome. Keep getting distracted by myself. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy wuzzy. I bet you didn't know that I can do tongue twisters. Todd Carmen. Let's see what Todd gets. That's another one of those double split serif RPMs. It's kind of minor. No, maybe not. Okay. Never mind, I spoke too soon. She's got long eyelashes. Long white eyelashes. What am I doing that's causing my back to hurt? I'm really sure I should be scooting up or something so I get out of this position. My back tends to hurt just a little when I'm sitting in a chair for too long. So I'm going to scoot this in. Move this out of the way. Scoot my chair forward a little bit. That way maybe I can get a little more comfortable and actually do this. There we go. All right, coin number 25 will go to Benjamin Marlar. Let's see what Benjamin gets. Yeah. Nothing. Not an RPM. Not an RPM, and not a double die either. Well, let's look at the reverse. You guys laugh about me looking at the reverse on 1960 Deep Lincoln Cents until I actually find something major and get it listed in the Cherry Picker's Guide, and I have the only known example. Everyone's going to wonder, how many of those have I passed by? Because I didn't even look at the back. Got to do that, folks. Look at both sides. Mr. McBride, I keep running my glasses into this stupid thing. Let me see if I can do something about that here. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Mr. McBride gets the next coin in the roll. And it's one of the little hooks. One of the little hooks. Is this the one with the die scratch running up from the chin? No, it's not. Maybe I was hallucinating. This one does have the die scratches coming out of the lip, out of the lower lip. So this is the same die as other ones I have seen. All right. Well, we'll stick that one in a pocket flip here. Put Joe's name on it and stick it in a pile with the other ones that are kind of like it. That was a third different RPM found in this roll. Levels of Madness. Edge of your seat entertainment, folks. It's right here. Edge of your seat entertainment. This is an RPM. This is an RPM that I have not seen yet today. This appears to be something like RPM 95. I'm not sure which one it is, but it is definitely an RPM that I have not seen yet today. Tons of Canadian geese flying by today. Oh, you suddenly got a bunch of 1967 dollar coins? A lot of people wouldn't get that reference. Never mind. We are glad we switched roles. Most definitely. This is yet a different repunch mint mark for Levels of Madness. Of course, I'm glad for you guys that I switched. For me, it's just going to be another couple of hours of work getting these attributed. It's actually much easier when I find nothing in a roll, but it's not nearly as good. Todd Carmen again. And Todd Carmen gets appears to be nothing. Appears to be a normal 1960D Lincoln cent. Let's keep looking around just a little bit. Look at the reverse. See, can we find anything here? Todd gets a normal coin. That's coin number 28 in the roll. Paul saw a raven fly by. You live in Baltimore? Scent hoarder. A lot of other people probably wouldn't get that reference. I throw references out there from nowhere. Hey, this is RPM 15. Scent hoarder got himself an RPM 15. Now, this is a pretty one. This is much nicer than the other one I pulled out because, well, its condition is a lot better. So let's take a good close look at it. Get a good vision of this particular rip'em. So you have a northeast RPM that shows very boldly. Very nice. Paul Hampton's still in Anchorage. You sure those blackbirds you see flying by aren't eagles instead? I had plenty of those in Alaska, I could tell you that for sure. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let me zoom back out. It'd be nice if I had a little flip thing on the scope that would just flip between 1,000,000x and 10x. Look around. Oh, did I see something? Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Thought I saw something. Zoom in, zoom out. Can't do that nearly as quickly with this microscope because it's slide operated. Jim Fletcher, Mr. Fletcher, what does Mr. Fletcher get? Another RPM 15. No? Yes? No? No. What is this? Is that an RPM? I have to quit being so presumptuous. Wait a minute. Okay, that is a large date. Well, I do see doubling. Penny, what do you think? A little bit of doubling right there on the top of the RPM, the top of the mint mark. It creates a misshapen little hump. So tell me what you think, Penny Parent. Does this one get a spot off to the side attribution, or is it too minor to be considered much of anything and just stuck in the normal coins? Hunchback. Yeah, that's what it is. Well, it could be a hunkback or a hunchback, whichever one you want it to be. You're making up the words. Penny Parent must have stepped away. Either that or she's looking it up. She's trying to find it. Well, I'm sure Mr. Fletcher won't mind me hanging on to it for a little while to figure out what it is. Are you looking it up, Penny Parent? You wanting markers or something? Holy moly, sometimes you're impossible to read. What are we doing here? Let's see. I don't see any. Well, there is appears to be a die scratch in the throat. Long die scratch comes out from the throat and runs east and west across the field above the date. That's the one thing I see on this. So at least there's something on the reverse of it. And one decent marker. I mean, on the obverse of it. And at least one decent marker. So there's from Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Fletcher gets his next coin. Number 30. Number 31. Let me pick out number 31. And it will go to Mr. Fletcher. What do we got for Mr. Fletcher on coin number 32? We have that interesting little double split serif. We just keep repeating the same dies over and over again. We definitely have an original roll here. I knew it was original. There's Mr. Fletcher's RPM. Kelly, I'm pretty sure I have your email. Chuck Patillo. I mean, you might want to send it again just to be sure. Now, this is definitely RPM number 15. I have another RPM number 15. This is a very nice RPM. I really like it. Here's what it looks like. That kind of looks like a double cross-eyed reflection of some sort, but it isn't. That's actually an RPM. Very nice one at that. So Chuck Patillo gets himself an RPM number 15. That's just important to understand that this past couple of weeks I've been extremely busy. And I've not been checking online. I've not been checking emails. And I've not been responding as much as I normally would just because it's so overbearing, the work that I had to get done. So Mr. Fletcher. And nothing there. Look at the other side. And nothing there either. So coin number 33 is a normal coin to Mr. Fletcher. believe it or not, all these RPMs that we are finding, we're still just about half and half in the roll. So half RPMs and about half normal coins. Well, Mr. Fletcher again. That looks like we have another normal coin. I think I better look at the reverse to be sure that we don't have a double die. And I see nothing else. All right, number 35. Oops, I need to get Mr. Fletcher's name back in there. Number 35 will belong to Adam Chambers. Adam C. gets the next coin in the roll. Let's hope for a biggie. Did we get a biggie? It's hard to tell if we get anywhere. No. That's nothing. Nothing there. Coin number 35. Coin number 36. Jeremy. This is one of the... It's a nice RPM. I can't remember which one it is, though. A big old piece of D on the top there. Would give it away if I knew what the die number was. It's really cool. But I don't remember the die number. I'll have to find it later. I start to lose track of my piles over here, too. So I just have to go through one big pile and separate them. Coin number 37. Coin number 37. Chuck Patillo. Anytime now, we'll find that coin and allow us all to retire. Aren't you a coin collector? Yeah, one of the most thorough. Well, then why don't you have so-and-so? Well, it's because it was a very valuable coin and I found it and I sold it. Now I live like a king. That would be fun. Has anybody else here ever had dreams about like busting open a roll of 1969S and finding like 8 double dies in the roll? They're out slabbing them, trying to get them sold before the market tanks on them because you found, well, just about double the amount that there ever had been. Coin number 38. Did it hurt levels? I hope not. Coin number 38 is Marshall. This is Marshall's one coin for this roll. He was unable to get any further along. Oh, that is nice. Got himself an RPM number 15 out of the one coin he got in this roll. And get that speck of stuff cleaned off the mint mark so it becomes more clear that we found an RPM number 15 for Mr. Marshall. I like it. Yeah, and wake up like you can't breathe. No, for me, basically, it's just like really, really, really happy time. Happy joy. I go through and think of all the things that I'm going to do with all the money I'm going to get from all these RPMs and double dies and stuff that I'm finding in this roll. I've got 69S RPM number 1. I've got DDO number 1. Chris Vines and DDO number 1. I've got like 14 of them. Considering they sell at about 50 grand a piece, 14 is going to be 700 grand. I'm thinking, what am I going to do with it? 700 grand, I could probably buy a house. Buy a pretty nice house, pay cash for it. But I'm not really sure I want to pay cash for a house because money you get on a house is the cheapest money you'll ever own. And so I was kind of thinking, well, maybe I wouldn't buy a house with it. Maybe I'll just buy more coins with it. Well, yeah, but coins, you can lose on coins, and it's not always a good thing to buy coins. Not always. Coins are an entertainment hobby. To me, coins are not a good investment. And that's only because the, what's RPM 93? Hey, Jeremy, yeah, you did miss a few things. A few really good RPMs came out of this so far. RPM 93 is the one with the little thingy on the top. Let's get on to coin number 40 here. Extra lower horizontal bar north. First couple of coins in the roll. Thought we was 18. It's 93. I get it now. No, sir, it wasn't, Mr. Vines. Sorry. Take a look for them. I need to look at the mint mark area one more time just to be certain. But I think it was nothing. Yeah, it's normal. Es tut mir leid. Ah, look at there. Another RPM number 15. Well, there's plenty of them in this roll. Like that. Who got this? Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Fletcher gets a nice RPM number 15. I don't know what I would do with a dozen 1969S DDO number 1 coins if I found them. Not sure. Mr. Elliott gets this one. This is another one of those. This is RPM 93. Scratch on the back of the head. Where on the back of the head? Is it not this one? Is it a different one? Oh, what's that? Nope, not a scratch. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, I see it. A little scratch sticking out. See if I can get it to light up anywhere. Right there. Yeah, so this is definitely RPM number 93. RPM number 93 to Steve Elliott. And 3 others, 4 others, 5 others. 4 others or 5 others. Okay. Coin number 42 goes to Deanne. Deanne gets coin number 42. It is an RPM. Maybe? Maybe? Huh. Penny Parent, you have a very strange sense of accomplishment. Yeah, see, this is another one of those. It has a little plateau of stuff right on the top of the mint mark. See that? And it looks to me like it could be another mint mark. I'd probably cry if I didn't have her. So what do you think, Penny Parent? You think I should keep this one out? This is the second time I've asked you this about this particular die. The first time I never got a response, so I just decided to keep it and move on. No. No on this one. Okay. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll have to park this one in a normal coin holder and get ourselves ready to move on. We have 8 coins left. Nada. Nada for DN. Allah. Coin number 43 goes to Taco John. Taco John gets the next coin, number 43. And what do we... Oh, we have one of those. Maybe? Nope, we don't. It's not what I thought it was. Appears as though we have a normal mint mark area. Normal in God we trust. Aye. Normal reverse, so Taco John's going to get a normal coin out of coin number 43 in the roll. Coin number 44. Uh-oh. Did you not go where you were supposed to go? Mr. Dowdle. Mr. Dowdle will get... Oh, that's a nice RPM. That's one of those little East Hook ones. Yep, it's got the big die scratch out in front of the lip. Nice, Mr. Dowdle. Tripled RPM. It's a D over D over D. You have an East and you have doubled or split serifs. And that's a tilt. So we have tilted and East. And that would be the third RPM I found in the bag. Or in the roll. Next one goes to Jeremy. Next coin to Jeremy. Let's see what Jeremy finds. RPM 15. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Chicken dinner. That doesn't sound bad. Chicken dinner. I don't know. I think I want burritos tonight. Awesome. RPM 15. Shoo-yah. These are nice coins, too. Yes, I'm glad I switched rolls. Very glad I switched rolls. Now you guys get to see some pretties come. Yeah, we got into a roll, and it's a good one. Dana. Dana goes next. Dana gets... Is this one of those? No, it's not. It's kind of a darker orangish color on the obverse. I'm thinking it may have been a roll-end coin. Because in a tube, you never know. I mean, they could... They basically, they take the coins out of the rolls. Yeah, this one's got some nice color, some really nice toning on it. This is really pretty, Dana. Really pretty. She'll like that. Coin number 47. Deanne. Deanne will get... Well, it's a normal coin. Normal coin for DN. Muy apologetic. We don't get good ones all the time, though. Coin number 48 will go to Midnight Silver Run. Midnight Silver Run gets coin number 48. Let's see what that is. RPM 15. Bam. RPM 15. I like RPM 15. It's a really nice one. I don't get nearly enough of them, though. Well, it's because I end up picking all the rolls that have RPM 15 in them for roll reveals, and they're all gone. They belong to somebody else, not me. All right. Midnight Silver Run gets a nice one. Coin number 49. 49 goes to Dana. Let's see what Dana comes up with. That's one of those little East Hook RPMs. It's a triple RPM, D over D over D. Sweet. Sweet. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Another RPM in the roll. And then, oh, that's a, that goes there. Last coin in the roll goes to Mr. Dowdle. What does Mr. Dowdle pick out as the last coin in this roll? I see nothing. Be disappointing, but hey, it is what it is. We got at least 24 RPMs out of this, so probably half the roll is RPMs. There's a nice little die break right there on the left base. Ooh, we got a spot of something sitting on the coin. I'll knock that stuff off of there. I don't know what, it's been there for a long time. There. The active part of it's gone now, but it's colored the coin. It's toned it down a little bit. All right. Well, that was a roll ender too, so it's probably something that was sitting on a little cardboard piece on the inside of the wrapper. And I'm not talking about a music wrapper. It's a coin wrapper. So there we go. Yeah, scoot this forward here. I'm going to move all of the icky dicky pennies here. The ones that were from the other roll that we decided to stop and not look anymore at. We got all of these are normal coins out of this roll. And then we got a pile of RPMs. Pile, folks. P-I-L-E, pile. Let's see what we ended up with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. One coin over half of the roll turned out to be RPMs. We did well there. I like it. I like it. Like it a lot. We got another roll coming up later on this evening. I believe I scheduled it for either 8 or 9 o'clock. I can't remember specifically right now. Let's see. Let me visit my own channel just to see what I've done. It reminds me. It gives me reminders. Hey. Coppercoins is going to go live soon. No. Wait a minute. Okay, I got one at 8 p.m. and then I got 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow and 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. So that's what we're looking at. We've got 3 and 8, 2 days in a row. And that's Eastern time. So 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're looking at about for 3.5 hours from now. It's 4:25 p.m. right now. So I'm glad I moved over to the tube and didn't finish off the bank wrapped roll. I'll still give Mr. McBride the wrapper on that bank wrapped roll. He won it fair and square. It's his. Okay, folks. I appreciate you stopping by. I've got to start getting dinner ready for the ladies when they get home. So I will have to blow this popsicle stand for now. But I want to remind everyone out there that we will be having a show sometime in the relatively near future where I will be doing nothing but roll reveals for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to have a number of roll reveal shows coming up over the next couple of weeks. And I will check my email, Kelly. I appreciate it. And folks, I am out of here, and I'll talk to you later. I appreciate everyone stopping by.